Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. Wearing an appropriate t-shirt for the start of this episode. But soon, well, I guess I'm gonna wear this the whole day, but I will be departing out of Celebration, Florida here on Market Street, heading over to Orlando International Airport. MCO is the 3 call letters. And from there, we'll be going to Houston, Texas for an hour or so layover. And then from Houston, Texas to Santa Ana, also known as John Wayne, also known as Orange County. Basically, it is from Orlando to Southern California with a layover. I'm inviting you to join me. I gotta get going. Shall you? I have chosen United Airlines today. Purchased a first class ticket. I will be filming out the side of the window because I have a window seat. On both flights to Houston and Houston to SoCal. And as soon as this bicycle minute hand moves, I'm off. Okay, is it stuck? It might be stuck. I think it's stuck. I don't think it's working. I think it's stuck. It wasn't stuck. Up the escalator. I think when you're in airports, there's always escalators. It's pretty standard. I prefer them more than elevators because they're kind of like the Omni mover in a lot of ways. Also, some green shoes on today. Bought a new pair of these. Okay, the lines for the checkpoints over here don't look too terribly bad. Just about 12:15 into this big atrium over here. The hotel up there. One of these days I'm going to stay at this Hyatt Regency Hotel. I like the top up here. Yeah, you can stay in one of these rooms. I've never done it, but that'd be great for if you had like a long extended layover, or if you flew out really early in the morning. There's also a big fountain over here, right in the middle here. Big old fountain spouting up to the heavens. Well, probably 12 or 13 feet tall, maybe even 10 feet. Well, it's kind of fluctuating. It's going 10 feet, 12 feet, going down to 7 feet, down to 3 feet, 5 feet. That's probably fine. Yeah, it's going way down. I'm going to check the board over here, see if my flight is on time. Ooh, I got a little worried for a minute because the one underneath where I'm going, okay, there are 3 there for Houston IAH. But the one, look over here, the 3rd one down, says it is not happening. It's all in red there. Thankfully, I am the one above it. Departing at 1:57 from gate 47. On time. Gate 47. All right, it turns out I'm on the wrong side of the airport. I go to the other side because I'm flying United. It's very interesting how realistic this gentleman looks. In fact, it's just like a mannequin. It's just not an animatronic. It's just like it's not a real person, even though it looks real. It's supposed to like symbolize waiting long periods of time in the airport. All right, gate 47 is this way. I go to the other side. And the display case has got some artwork over here and some dinosaur bones. Look at this. Dinosaur head and a tusk there. This is pretty cool. Look at Harry Potter here on the side of this wall. Oh, I got the butterbeer card over here too. He's saying, go to SoCal. I will, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. A little pattern on the side of the wall kind of reminds me of Spaceship Earth. Over there in a way. All right, this doesn't look too bad. Oh, speaking of aquarium, yeah, there's like an aquarium type of theming up across here, gates 1 through 59. I'm gonna get in line. Ooh, real quick like though, before going through the checkpoint. Did you go through that? Did you go through there? Did you have your bags checked, Raptor? There's a live raptor in the airport. What the heck? Hope I'm not sitting next to that thing. All right, that wasn't too bad. Pretty quick like. Let's take my computer out. Now I do have an external keyboard because this laptop is getting pretty old and the keyboard is messed up, so I have an external keyboard I have in here as well. I didn't have to take that out of the bag, but I take my belt off, take the shoes off, take the hat off. All right, I'm ready to take a little monorail over to the gate. Gate 47 is what I'm looking for.
Doors are now closing.
So I'm actually boarding, I think, pretty soon, which is nice. I don't have to wait around too long. Now, I would imagine that's probably not my plane because mine's already about ready to board, so it's probably, well, it could be. I gotta go over to gate 47 to find out. Take a look at how happy this pilot is right here. That's like riding around in style right there. It's kind of dangerous, so they'll be on the top wing of that plane, however. Not too busy in here. And here's another United flight over here. I think this is gate either 42 or 43. I forgot to look at it, but I'm going to the end of the little platform to get to 47. Over to 43, but if I peek out the window, this should be it. Look at the size of that thing right there. Yes! Yeah, this is kind of nice. Like, I mean, I definitely don't want to like take my chances with being late for a flight, but it is nice just showing up right before you're supposed to board. Just waiting around for me. It just, I don't know. I like just getting here, getting on the plane and going. I've never done one of these United clubs. I've never done any of the clubs before. Even with first class, I think you got to pay additional. United club sounds like a sandwich. Yep, that one right there is indeed my flight. But this one here at gate 48, you can kind of see this backing out a little behind the scenes, if you will, as it's pulling away. It's kind of an interesting fact. Or interesting thing, because this, I didn't know this for a long time, but the plane does not back up on its own power. It uses that little tugboat thing to push it back. It's called a pushback. And then when it gets in place, the tugboat thing releases, and then the engines kick in, and that's what pushes it forward. When it backs up out of the bay, it is being pushed back, not on its own engine power. Fun fact. I think that's true. And this right here is my pony. Well, it's not my pony, it's a plane. Ooh, there goes the food coming in. Flying Food Group is pulling in. I'm gonna be probably having a meal off of that at some point. And they're also fueling it up over here, or they're sticking that little hose into the bottom and putting some, may not be fuel, maybe something else, but they're doing something on the bottom of the plane. This is always just really fascinating to me to see how all this kind of works. And I'm doing all carry-on today. I got my backpack that's gonna go above my head, and then I got my suitcase down here. Well, the suitcase is going to go above my head, and then the backpack's going to go under my seat. Got the other airline plane going by as well, but I just got a message, well, I just got an alert from United, and basically says that this is going to be delayed. It says flight UA 774 from Orlando to Houston is delayed because of current or anticipated disruptions. Now departs at 2:30 p.m. They're making the announcement now.
As you can see, your aircraft is going to be delayed. Your aircraft is here. The crew is here. We're here. But the weather in Houston is really bad. A lot of thunderstorms in Houston.
Bad weather.
So they want us to hold the wheels up. That means that the plane's going to hold here for about a half hour until it takes off.
Okay.
Weather permitting in Houston. So if you're connected in Houston, most likely your connections are also delayed if you're weather.
Alright, so
if you have any connections,
I have a connection in Houston.
QR code here, and you can speak to a live agent. But this flight is the quickest way for you to get to
So
Houston.
it seems like it's going to be like an hour delay. And I don't want to make the obvious joke, but Houston, because of the bad weather, Houston, we have a problem. Oh, look, there's an American flag out there. They were not over-exaggerating or lying. So Houston right now, it's under a tornado watch at this time at 1:04. So you figure a couple hours from now, it's still going to be pretty bad weather over there. So I hope this thing gets off at a... We'll see what happens with my connecting flight. But yeah, it makes sense. There's a tornado there.
Back something to eat, restroom, take a walk. This will be a good time to do so. Just back up. No later than 2 o'clock. Hopefully we will start to board this aircraft about 1:45.
They're going to start boarding at 1:45. Kind of curious how my layover is going to work, but find out when I get there, I guess.
If you would like to see what options you have, you can scan your camera into the QR code, and you're going to have a live agent going through some of the options that you might have for tomorrow. The only thing we can do here is probably for tomorrow, but you want to go to Houston and get as close as you can to your destination. You don't want to go through the same thing all over again here tomorrow, as the seating will be limited here tomorrow. Okay? So that's what's going on. That's what
they are offering hotels now. I don't know if I want a hotel. And honestly, I'm not really too concerned with the delay. It's not really that big of a deal. The only thing is, I don't know what's going to happen when I get to Houston if the plane that I was supposed to get on he would have already departed because of the layover. This is not my plane, by the way. I went to the other side of the gates and looking at a different gate. But if I get there and don't have a plane, then that'll make it interesting. I'm here for it, though, whatever happens. I already do have a hotel booked in Southern California, though, and I already paid for the tenure of my visit there. So I don't know how that would work if I didn't show up there tonight. Good thing is I have my bags with me. So there's none of that luggage mess to deal with.
Canceled today. The mechanics, they can't fix it here. They have to take it over to the hangar. So what they're going to do is they're going to rebook with the same aircraft for tomorrow at noon.
Oh my gosh.
If you'd like to, the best thing to do right now, first of all, is to scan this QR code here and try and rebook something. These are live people. They'll answer your call right away. If
well, maybe
not,
I'll get to stay in this hotel
online,
here.
And we can try and we'll rebook you for tomorrow. As soon as they get the
I thought it was a storm. I didn't think it was a mechanical issue.
Just give it a while. If it's I haven't gotten here yet. And as far as so that if you want to rebook for tomorrow with the extra sections or reroute yourself, the QR code will mention. I'll let you know where the luggage is going to be.
Okay, good thing I got good thing I didn't check my bags.
Do the rebook. Let me know and let us know or let them know when you talk to them. And
I gotta figure out what I want to do.
Your bags. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Again, safety is our number one concern.
So first it was a tornado, and now there's a mechanical issue with the plane.
Any issues?
Huh.
So
Okay, I definitely feel bad for the people working the register, but gosh, this is not fun.
If you're connecting, you don't want to do the whole thing all over again tomorrow. So if you can leave tonight, because the weather is unpredictable. You never know. You don't want to go to the station.
Okay, it's not happening because the plane is out of service to address a technical issue. Your safety is obviously, yeah. I mean, that is a good thing. But I guess there was an issue here and not in Houston.
4043. If you want to try and rebook yourself, it's flight 3043 for tomorrow, leaving at noon.
Okay, I found this one at 357. It's 223 right now. There's one from Orlando to Denver, and then there's a layover in Denver. Then it goes to SNA, but it doesn't say anything about seats. It says economy, which is fine. I don't mind sitting anywhere. But paid for the first class, so I'm not sure if how that would work. I have to wait till someone goes over to that particular gate and ask them, see if there's any other options too. But I'm not standing in that line, and I think calling right now would probably just be on hold for a while. Okay, it looks as if they said the agents that are here are going to have to go to other tables. So they're alerting everyone to do everything online. Do not wait in this line anymore. I think I might just...
For all the delay and everything. Just forgive us, please. But these agents gonna have to leave for
And that's it. What time? 7:20? Okay, so 7:20 departing Orlando, 9:20 California time, getting there, direct flight. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. After calling the airline and rental car company, I have changed things around a little bit. I am now flying to LAX, Los Angeles International Airport direct flight, but it does not take off until after 7 p.m. at 7:20 and arrives a little shy of 10 p.m. West Coast time. And because they end up working it around, I still have a seat, a window seat, which would be kind of nice, sitting in the front row window seat. And the rental car, I had to switch it around because I was going to pick up a rental car from SNA from John Wayne. But now that I'm flying into LAX, had to switch that around, so I had to cancel that one and then have them re-switch it around. So I'm going to be going into LAX, getting the rental car, and it's all going to work out. It's going to be really patient. So I still got quite a while right now. It's only 3:20 and 4 hours before the plane takes off. But at least I don't have a layover now. The only reason I was doing the layover is it's just a lot more, it's a lot easier sometimes to fly into John Wayne without the hustle and bustle of LAX, but at least I'm getting in tonight. So it's all going to work out. For a brief moment, I almost considered, I even went up to the counter and asked about going to Denver, having a layover in Denver, and then going from Denver to Santa Ana. And then I just kind of decided that even doing that, it would get me there to Southern California around 9 anyway. And it would have been like 4 hours to Denver and then 3 hours down. I could have got on the plane, went another hour. But then I'd be on planes for like 7 or 8 hours. I think I'd rather just wait in the airport for a good chunk and then have a 4-hour flight to LAX. Let's see if I can find some coffee too. There's like a little food court over here. A little piping hot caffeinated beverage. Be pretty nice. I was kind of hoping they'd have a Dunkin' here, but I didn't see a Dunkin' in this area. But they do have a Zaza. They have a Cuban cafe coffee. I get a little Zaza. This isn't bad coffee, to be honest. It's a little strong, a little stronger than normal. And I asked for cream and sugar, but I'm not sure they put any sugar in this, but it probably works out better than it doesn't, but it has a good taste to it. They put cream in it, but not too sugary, which is probably good. You know, if I wanted sugar, I could get some of these coconut patties, but I'm not a big coconut kind of guy. They also have Tortuga rum cake over there, and then key lime candles. I think I've shown this before. Sometimes I lose track of all the different stuff I show inside gift shops, inside airports and whatnot. This one's got a lot of kind of touristy stuff, obviously, because the theme parks are here and everything like that. But yeah, it's got plenty of time. Wander around, look at a lot of the stuff for my direct flight. Not boarding for a while. A while back, I saw someone posted online about how it's interesting that airports do not have gyms. I never really thought about it, but now that I'm kind of in the airport for hours, a few hours beforehand, if there was a gym and there were showers, so you could get on a treadmill, you could do some light, cardio, some weight training, things like that, then take a shower, and then sit for 4 hours on a plane and relax from the workout you just had, I think it'd be a very profitable business for a gym to be in an airport. I mean, maybe there's like a regulation against that. But imagine if there was a gym. You just get on the treadmill for an hour, pop on the headphones. Okay, so here's an example of one that's pulling in with one of those little, I thought it was one of those little tugboat things, but it's not. Just a regular, regular little cart. Nice little view of the control tower there too. Hyatt little bird's eye view of everything. Yep, just waiting to board. Still got a little time. Sun's slowly starting to set over there. It's gonna not be too long before the sun starts to drop over the horizon. It's getting there. It's gonna be a nighttime flight. I mean, the sun sets pretty early this time of year. How does the air I breathe on board stay clean? Something called a HEPA filter. Air is recirculated every 2 or 3 minutes, more frequent than standard building systems like restaurants, grocery stores, and even some hospitals. I didn't know what this was, and I just came over and read it. Learned something new. And I know this might be pretty commonplace for some, but I had no idea that you could get a headphone splitter. So I guess if you had somebody with you that wanted to listen to the same thing, you didn't have the wireless. Yeah, it's the little things I get excited about. I mean, I guess in this day and age there would be something like that, but just I never thought about it. I wanted to share what I was listening to with someone else sitting next to me. They could plug their headphones into my outlet and listen along. This is what I'm doing in between all this time I've been waiting. How many of these sell? I mean, it's a lot of makeup here. There's just rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of the same one through here. Must be a very popular item. It looks like me after I've eaten a chocolate dipped ice cream cone. Strawberry. There it is. The sun is just going away there. Out the window. It's been a day. There's now an alarm going off. I think a lady thought that was the restroom over there, gate 42. Or maybe she was late for her plane. Now there's like, I don't know what's going on. There's an alarm going off now. Now they're alerting someone to come check on the situation. tour. It's finally happening. About to board. All pretty good chunk of the day in the airport here. All right, I am sitting in seat 1F. Oh, that's interesting. You can't look out. Sometimes with these little like gangways, you can kind of look out and see the plane. You can't see it on this one.
Okay, Kelly.
Wheels first. Please keep your smaller items and jacket until we have found rooms for large carry-ons. Smaller items may be placed under the seat in front of you. Just be sure they fit completely under the seat.
We're looking at, once airborne, 5 hours for the flight, long flight. Those of you that like to look at the maps are going to go, we're flying all the way up by St. Louis, are you kidding me? And the reason is because the storm is over Dallas. So we probably cut the corner as we can, but it is a little bit longer routing of flight, but we're still supposed to be on time. That's good news. I will update you throughout the flight. With that kind of weather, we might expect the seatbelt signs to be on and off. I know it's kind of a prefer to sleep flight, but I have to make that announcement if we do it. Into LA should be nice, and the rest of the flight should be nice. Thank you very much for flying with us.
Demo, even if you're a frequent flyer and the aircraft type is different. Please review the safety card located at your seat and follow along. Whenever the seatbelt sign is on, please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, slide the metal in into the buckle, tighten by pulling the loose end of the strap.
Alright, taking off. Got the ground lights on. And they dim the lights in the cabin. Drive down there, I drive. Can't tell because they have Icon Orlando, the big Ferris wheel's been turned off. That could be, if that's the case, then Universal, oh yeah, right down here, Universal Florida. Right down here, perhaps, Volcano Bay. And then Universal. It's hard to get my bearings, but I think that is. That's Universal Florida. Well, Universal Orlando Resort, whatever they call it now. Which means Disney World is on the opposite side of the plane from this window.
Welcome to the Frankie Sky. We are happy to have you on board with us today. The safety is always our top priority, and we're taking this track here to create a safe and healthy travel experience.
So going this direction should be able to see downtown Orlando very soon. Yeah, be able to see the skyline, possibly.
We also frequently take these always but if you see one need attention, please let us know.
Okay, I have no idea. I didn't see downtown. Maybe my bearings are a little bit off. Either way, it's very beautiful at this time of night. The whole city is lit up.
Air traffic control says the same, so we're going to turn off the seatbelt sign. You can get up and move about the cabin if you need to. Please do the same thing up front. And keep your seatbelts fastened well seated. If you're sleeping even on the outside of whatever garment you got. So it's easier for the flight attendants to verify that you have your seatbelt sign on or seatbelts on if you turn the sign. Right now, showing on-time arrival, not a few minutes early. It kind of really is going to depend a lot on the brooding around this storm that's in the middle of the country, but it's looking good.
I ended up ordering a Coca-Cola. I asked if they had Dr. Pepper. He said, this airline doesn't have Dr. Pepper. That's American Airlines. So I got Coca-Cola. Served in a glass. It's not really a large serving though, but I guess you can get a refill. Probably get unlimited refills, but I'm using my phone light because it's dark in here. Starting to see a little cloud formations down there. And I don't know what city that is. Okay, the meal has arrived. It's like a chicken dish. And the silverware is in a nicely little wrapped item over here. I'm not really sure what this is for. Maybe this is like a wine glass, but I don't drink wine, so I'm not really sure what that is. Just like an empty glass. You got the salt packet, a roll over here, like a cookie, some sort of a, oh yeah, it's like a little miniature pie. Yeah, this looks like some sort of corn rice item. This looks pretty good. Sure what that glass is for. Yeah, I just tried the chicken. It's pretty good. It's a little, it's not as moist as I prefer. It's like a little dry, but it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. It's pretty warm. You see the steam coming off of it too. Yeah, I really like the flavoring on this. It's a little spicy. It's got like a little kick to it, but the pasta portion of it, pretty dang good. Better than the first bite I had. I was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I'm really liking this. Alright, I tried a bite of this. It's more of a cold dish. It's not a warm dish like the chicken was. It's pretty good too. It's like a salad, like a corn salad with onions and whatnot. This is nice to eat after the spicy dish. It's a nice little addition to the chicken. Alright, this is basically the same texture as a chocolate chip cookie. It's got like a chocolate filling, and it's basically, it looks like a pie, but it's basically a chocolate chip cookie. Chocolate chip cookie covering and then chocolate inside. Pretty good. Wasn't sure what it was till I bit into it. That is a lot of chocolate. A bit of turbulence happening right now on the descent, going over a pretty big metropolis area down there. Now it's kind of tough to zoom in on it because it's very, very bumpy, a lot of turbulence. But I'm kind of thinking that might be Vegas. I think that might be Las Vegas down there.
Or put away for landing. We'll be coming by to collect any remaining items, and please remember to separate your recyclables when we come around. Airplane mode and either placed in a pocket or held. If you're sitting in an exit row, please unplug all devices from the outlets. Double check your seatbelt is fastened, bring your seats up, move your headrests back to their original positions, and put away your tray.
Right in the middle of the screen is downtown LA.
Street Bridge over there, all illuminated too. Recently reopened like a year ago, lit up again, going across the LA River.
Didn't get a view of it on the way in, but we'll do on the way out. I'm a little familiar with this area. I mean, I've flown into here a bunch of times, but I don't think I've ever flown into United here. I've flown United before, but I don't know if I ever landed in LAX at this time. Which way am I going? Rental cars. Maybe this way? Ground transport. Escalator. It has been a long day back in SoCal. Rental cars that way. Well, basically what it means is you wait for the bus that takes you to the rental car station. Orlando International, the rental cars is on site. Here, you gotta take a bus and go like a few miles off site over to the rental car area. Ooh, maybe this is it right here. Ah, I see it over there. Okay, there's the rental car. I don't know if I want to make this one. It's probably gonna take off before I get over there, but I gotta cross over this and get over to that bus. Maybe I can make it. Hold that bus. Don't take off, please. He's holding it for me. He's holding it for me. Awesome. Got the rental car. Current time, 10:28 p.m. SoCal time, which means it is 1:30 Florida time. So about 12 and a half hours ago, I got to the airport. Took me, an hour to get to the airport from Celebration, give or take, a little less. Been a long day. And also because the flight was delayed and then completely eliminated, and didn't think I was even going to get to Southern California today. Didn't really want to go home and try to get a flight tomorrow and redo the whole thing. Had tunnel vision. I wanted to get it done. So went ahead and booked the LAX. Make sure I'm going the right way, which I am. Booked the LAX, got in, and because I had to switch rental cars, I was going to pick up a rental car from John Wayne, Santa Ana, Orange County. That wasn't doable. And I thought it was going to be the same price, but I was checking my email when I got in, and it was actually about $250 more for the price of this rental car for the duration of my visit to Southern California. That's fine, but wasn't expecting that. Going to my hotel. I got about 20 minutes to my hotel. I am tired. Ready for some slumber. It's been a day. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. I'm just glad I made it. Glad I didn't have to postpone and do all of it again tomorrow. Made it happen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm in California. I'm in SoCal. Woo. It's always good to be back. My old stomping ground. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. No traffic at this time of night either.